Good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 10th, and it's kind of nice outside. We're supposed to get freezing rain last night, but it doesn't look like it's ice. You're looking. Look with me. Look. Do you see? Although we're supposed to get 8 to 10 inches of snow this weekend, I'm hoping that it's supposed to start Friday night and then go in through Saturday afternoon. I'm hoping it doesn't start till like in the middle of the night, Friday night, because I don't want my meeting to be canceled. I never thought that would ever happen, that I'd be so looking forward to going to a Weight Watchers meeting, but I so look forward to it. And I was going to go on Friday just in case, but the only meeting is on Thursday at, well, there's two meetings on Thursday. One's at 10:30 and one's at 6:30. And I can't go at 10:30 because my daughter-in-law is getting her furnace repaired and I have to be there for the repairman. And I can't do it at 6:30 because that's our family dinner. So I'm just going to hope that the weather holds for me so that I can go. And, oh, now it's starting to rain. Jeez. Because I have things I have to do. I want to go and get my hair cut because it's getting obnoxious now. Ooh, look at it, I lost a hair. Ooh, I can't afford to lose any because, see, I'm losing my hair in the top. But, and I want to get my, a new band and a new battery on my watch because a lot of my watches, my wrists got so chubby that my watches didn't fit. I have 17 watches that don't fit. But now they do fit, but they're so, you know, kind of worn, and the batteries are all dead. So once a week, as my bonus when I lose weight, because I have to do something to entice me to lose weight, I'm going to get a battery and a new watch band. Because the bands are they're really worn. But I have all kinds of watches. I have a Snoopy watch. I have a Mickey Mouse watch. I have a Daffy Duck watch. I have a backwards Goofy watch where the time is backwards. Obviously, that's what it means. But, you know, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it goes 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Makes it a little difficult to remember how to tell times. But, you know, the other side of my brain kicks in and then I get it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then if I don't have a loss, then I'm not going to get a battery or a thing. So that'll give me to keep on with my streak. But today I wanted to talk about weight loss. And so whether you want to lose 5 pounds, 50, 100, you want to start with the first 5. I've told you this before, don't look at the big picture. I have to lose at least, I think my Weight Watcher weight's going to probably be about 165, I think. But if I was to go by that, then when I started my journey, I needed like to lose 140 pounds. And who's going to look at 140 pounds and think, oh, I'm never going to lose 140 pounds. Start with the first 5 pounds. That's all you got to do. Once you lose the 5 pounds, you'll just feel a lot better about yourself. And you just got to remember that if you shed just 5% of your weight, you decrease your body fats, your visceral fats, which is the fat that goes around your organs, like your heart and your liver. A lot of people have a fatty liver and they just don't really realize it until they go to the doctor. And then you don't want to hear that you have a fatty liver because you've only got one liver. I know it regenerates and rejuvenates itself, but that's only with hard work on your part. And it can lower your blood pressure, and it also lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes. I have all those factors in my family. I've been very fortunate that it hasn't struck me, but 2 of my sisters have diabetes. I think we all have high blood pressure, although I'm hoping when I go back in March for my yearly physical that my blood pressure's going to be off my meds, because I really do feel better. And my father died of cirrhosis of the liver, and so we have the fatty liver. Last year, I think when I went, I think when the doctor told me that I had a fatty liver. Nobody wants to hear the word fatty, but I'm fatty, so I have to get rid of the fatty liver. But don't be so frustrated if it comes off slow. The best part about losing weight slowly is you can learn along the way. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to learn, well, you know, I shouldn't have had that second piece of cake, or I could have had just a half a cup. Like last night after I closed my vlog out, I was so hungry. I don't know why, but I was just so hungry. So I had a 1/4 cup of nuts. And the part of me, the old Sandy, which she did, brought the can of nuts because I was going to share them with Jim. And And I thought, no, because I'll just eat out of it mindlessly. I know that. So I took out my little measuring cup. I got my 1/4 cup of nuts. And then I asked Jim, do you want any nuts? And he said no. So that saved me the temptation. I didn't want to have to get up to go get more nuts. And so I ate the 1/4 cup. I drank 2 glasses of water with it because they were a little salty. But it was enough. It really was. So you just have to know. Even if it's slow, it's better than not. So you just got to know that it's better coming off slow than not coming off at all. And always keep track of your non-scale victories. You know, getting out of a chair that much easier. Being able to stay outside and play with your kids or your grandkids just 5 minutes longer than you could have before. Not having to sit on the park bench and watch them play. Getting up and actually kicking that soccer ball, or, you know, throwing the baseball. Just anything. Any little non-scale victory will do it. Even the fact that I have frozen cake out in the freezer outside, and I had a slice on Sunday, and it tasted so good. But my non-scale victory was that on Monday I didn't go out there and have another slice of cake, because no, no, I'm more powerful than that. Once again, it'll probably be a robocall. Well, it wasn't a robocall. Who was it?
It's her favorite child.
Well, if she would have said favorite daughter, I would have agreed with her. But I do not have a favorite child. No, it's not. It's really not.
I won't tell Jimmy or Danny, though.
No. She tells her friend April at work all the time that she's I'm her favorite, but that's not true.
Because it's true.
No. I'm her favorite mom.
Favorite daughter, though.
But I'm her favorite mom.
That is true.
So, all right, well, I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Well, I had to talk to Christy, you know that, because according to her, she is my favorite child. I do not have a favorite child. And in honesty, all of the kids think that Danny is my favorite, and that's not true. It's just that Danny's a bigger suck-up. You'd think that Christy's a pretty big suck-up, but you got to see Danny in action. Danny's a pretty... It's funny because he called me last Saturday, and he says, how's my favorite last-minute babysitter? And I go, well, your last-minute babysitter has got plans for tonight. So he went, oh. So last night he texted me. He said, how's my favorite babysitter on Saturday? And I said, well, I don't know. This is a little bit too much notice. So, which I'm going to have Sebastian and Oliver Saturday from probably 4 o'clock till about 11. And then I'm going to have Alyssa from 5 o'clock, and I'm going to have her overnight. And then on Sunday, I'm going to have Sophia overnight because she doesn't have school on Martin Luther King Day, and it's just easier for her to spend the night than Chrissy to drive all the way to this side of town to go back to that side of town to go to work. So other than David, I won't have David. I miss David. Have I ever mentioned that? I do miss him. Although I'm picking him up today to drive him to work. So I just want to be the grandma they remember as being a nice grandma. And so far I think I'm doing that. I'm hoping. But anyway, so now we're back to business. Back to business. The 5 big benefits of weight loss, no matter how small. I know, you know, like I figured it out this morning, almost 20% of my body weight, which, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And they're telling you just to lose 5% of your weight and you'll see a difference. I can tell you I see a major difference, and I would have never thought it was 20%, but it is, and I'm happy with that. And I want to get up to 50% of because my dream would be to weigh 154, which is what I weighed on my wedding day. But I know that that's probably not going to happen, but it would be nice to lose 50% of you. Well, not nice, but it would be an accomplishment, and to say the least. But anyway, if you drop 10% of your weight, you will lower your LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. And the way I always remember this is LDL, lousy cholesterol, and the HGL, happy, which is the ones you want to be higher. You want the HGL to be high and the LDL to be low. So if you drop 10%, you'll lower that. You'll lower your insulin risk and your triglycerides, which really, the triglycerides are the ones that really get you. I've eaten poorly my whole life, and I've been very fortunate, and my sister get so upset with me because both of them are, and my sister Sue, who passed, were on cholesterol medication. My cholesterol level is usually right around 140, and you see how big I am and how bad I've eaten, so I've just been very fortunate. For somebody that thought that she's been dying since the age of 16, I'm sure living a long time. So, number 2 is you live a better life. You have more energy and motivation. And it's so true. When I first lost my first 10 pounds, I really did notice a difference. You know, you got a little more kick to your step, and you're just a little peppier, you're in a little bit better mood, and you just feel really proud of yourself. And just a couple pounds will do it. It really will. And a lot of times, the first little bit of weight you lose is really just water weight. But it's enough to get you that boost and that incentive to think, well, you know, I just lost 5 or 6 pounds. I can move on with this. And so you will. Number 3, it improves your mood. Not so much the weight loss, because the weight loss doesn't really do it. But in a way it does, because if you've lost weight, you sleep a little bit better. You're eating better, so you're not so sickly feeling, if you know what I mean. I find I still sway to the sugars and the carbs and stuff like that. And after I eat them, I feel good as I'm eating them. But about an hour later, you know, I really don't eat that much processed foods now. I do eat them, but not as much as I did in the past. And when I do eat them, I really do notice a difference. I just feel so sluggish and, you know, just not myself. So I don't know why I ate so poorly my whole life. It just, you never know. Number 4, it wards off inflammation, which can lead to heart disease and stroke. Like I said earlier, that the fats build up around your heart and your lungs and your organs, you know, your kidneys and your liver. And you just want to get rid of it, and you just feel better for it. And you want to keep your joints clean, number 5. I had my knee surgery almost 10 years ago now. It'll be 10 years for my first knee in December this year. So, well, maybe it was just 9 years last month. But don't want to rush it because I'm going to go soon enough. But anyway, it just, you know, like just losing just 11 pounds decreases the stress on your joints by 5%. That's a lot. You know, your knees take a lot. Figure your knees are carrying all that upper weight. So, so that's my thoughts for today. I'm gonna go get my hair cut. I'm gonna get a new watch band and a, what do you call it, battery. And I'm gonna get the meat for my spaghetti sauce because we're gonna have spaghetti tomorrow. And get on with my day. So once again, probably a 2-parter. I'm glad you guys don't mind that. Like I said, my phone, I have to learn to do a different type of thing, but I like doing everything on my phone because no matter where I am, I can do it. And but the iMovie only allows you to do 15 minutes, which seems to work for me so far with 2 parts. So I will talk to you guys in a bit when I see you at breakfast. Okay, I know that's a pretty full plate, but I'm kind of hungry today. So I'm not having a high point dinner, so I can have my points now. So I started my day with a prayer. I forgot to write down my steps. I think I have 4,827 or 25 steps. I forgot to. Vicky Videra 57's beating me yet again today. But anyway, started my day with a prayer. I did drink 64 ounces of water so far. My quote is, discipline is deciding what you want most and what you want now. So I have 25 smart points, 0 for my egg, my berries, my grapefruit, my tea, and my water, my banana, 4 points for my 2 slices of toast, 4 points for my 3 slices of bacon, and 0 for the sugar-free jam. So it's an 8-point breakfast, so I have 17 points left. I have the Sara Lee Artisanal, you know, the golden wheat bread for 2 points. I have the Heritage Farm bacon, 3 slices or 4 points. That's what the front looks like. And I have the Smucker's sugar-free jelly, which is 0 points. I have to tell you, I don't like the strawberry as much as I like the raspberry. I won't be buying this again. So let's go eat breakfast. Well, do you like my haircut? She didn't actually cut as much as I would have liked. I would have liked a little more off the top, but it was hard-pressed to get her to do this much, let me tell you. Because she cut it, and I said, it's not short enough. So then she cut it a little bit more, and I said, it's not short enough. And then she cut it a little bit more, and I said, you know, fine. Because I really would have had it a little bit shorter, but I guess this is good. So stay tuned for part 2.